Hey guys, Alex and Will here from StayFrostyCinema.
Oh my god. It's Black Ops 2, Alex! It's Black Ops 2!
No, it isn't. Oh yeah, it is. I was confused. It was Nuketown, so I was a little confused.
Are you something wrong with you?
No, it's just kind of a joke.
Oh.
People who hate COD, but I don't hate COD. So we're doing first impressions, really, over gameplay provided to us by
Our brother.
our savior, Rick Cactus. Go check out his channel.
Actually, the reason that we are not putting our own gameplay up there is not because we're not fantastic. It's because I've
gotten some good gameplay.
So have I, actually. My KDR at this point in MW3 was like 0.8, now it's 1.22. I'm actually getting a lot better at COD.
I'm getting worse, progressively worse. I'm at like 1.35 or something.
Alex and I are trading places. Anyway, the reason
We're
is
gonna become even.
fucking dogs are in this. Go,
whatever.
Go chew a bone.
Whatever.
All right. The reason
Screaming.
that we are getting our brother's gameplay is because he actually has the capture card that we all pitched into, and that's just the way it is. Yeah, it's a long story, but essentially he has access to this, and unfortunately we do not. And so he was kind enough to lend us this gameplay of his to use. It's some pretty badass.
Don't worry, we're eventually gonna get our own gameplay. He's gonna start recording it for us.
Yes. So that's just why. Just thought I'd lend an explanation. But so you want me to go first on my?
Yeah. What are your first impressions?
Okay. When I first picked it up, I think my first map ever, which has also remained one of my favorites, was Express, and I was like, oh, this is sick. And so I actually played it first. I remember Alex brought it home an hour late, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing, Alex? Why are you so late? And then when he got home, I played Black Ops 2, and I was like, oh, this is pretty sweet. And my first impressions were generally better than MW3, and I was having a good time. However, Alex wasn't.
Okay, first impressions, it was actually not that bad. I was like, meh. Like, I played some of the maps, I thought the maps were meh, I thought Nuketown was meh,
Everything was
Hardpoint
meh.
was shit. And then, the weekend, I had the weekend all to myself because you were gone.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing. You were sledding.
I was in
and then,
Lithuania.
So, people who are subscribed and played with me, so Spy, COD God, Sir Jax, I guess I owe some of them an apology. I had quite the rage moments.
Alex is being a bitch.
I was dying connection-wise.
Yeah, which we'll get to.
You have to put this game on search preferences best.
Honestly, it makes so much of a difference.
But
Don't
even the thing
think
is, like, I was playing with them, and they live in like far away from us. So
Merca.
if I ever play with them, I gotta be like prepared for it.
Here's the thing: it's not like some voodoo shit. Putting your preferences, and all you gotta do is like find match and press X or whatever PS3 square or fuck it is. Anyway, that'll take you to your preferences. All you gotta do is connection type. It'll probably by default is set to any, which throws you into a game as quick. Shut up! I'm explaining this as quick as possible. Best is set this up so that you'll have the best connection. And it makes such a difference. I actually had been playing on best the whole time, and Alex hadn't. So I was like, "Oh yeah, I like Black Ops 2." He's like, "It's fucking gay."
I was hating it. I owe an apology to some of the people I was playing with. I probably can't play with you if you're across the world. It's
Probably
just, we can't play. One of us will have to suffer. And like, when you're on a 4-bar though, the next day I was like, okay, I'll put my connection on best. I'll give it another round. I played with like my bro, Poetic Panther, shout out. And I was just having like the greatest time ever.
Yeah.
It was fun. So you need to kind of play with people who will share the same connection with you, like who are kind of like in your region, somewhat, and then play and all enjoy 4-bars. And it is fun on a 4-bar. I wasn't getting any deaths where I was like, what? I was behind the corner, or what? That guy wasn't even on my screen.
Yeah.
It was all like, yeah, I understand why I died there. I was shitting around
And
trying to
don't get
level up
us
the
wrong.
foul or
Don't get
something.
us wrong. Putting best, you can't expect to just become a demigod and for nothing to happen to you.
It certainly does help.
It does help. Like, it gets rid of the obvious lag things. Like, there's still like the lag things that are partly lag, partly just the way the game's set up. But it does make.
You
big
will
difference.
occasionally still pull a 3-bar.
Yeah.
But so much less than if you have any or like balance.
Yeah. It's great.
It's necessary, and you kind of. If you do though, you kind of have to play TDM, because if you play one of the lesser populated game types, there's less hosts to choose from.
Yeah.
So if you really care about connection like so much, you have to put it on best, and you're pretty much limited to team deathmatch because it has like so many different hosts to choose from. Where if you're playing like At least early on in the game, something like Search, where not many people are ready for yet.
Okay, now here's the exciting part.
Not that
double
helpful.
Prestige Remington 870
Yeah.
MCS. This is what happens
After
when you have
Evo.
way too much time on your hands.
Yeah, Rick Cactus, we are envious of him because
Very
he
envious.
has
He has
so
a-
much more time and resources than
Yeah.
us.
Anyway, so
But someone could argue that 2 heads is better than run, right? Right, Real? Yeah.
damn straight. Now, back to first impression. I'm gonna go from my first impressions to my current impressions as of the 21st
Well, they
of
still
November.
are first impressions.
Shut up. My first impressions, like I said this on like day probably like 3 of it, was like, okay, it seems that it's kind of set up so that per map, I'm talking multiplayer here, per map there seems to be 1 map out of the 14 that fits each playstyle, like whether it's run and gun, shotgunning, and this that. Like this is my first impression, remember, so I could be completely wrong by your standards. Remember, this is my first impression. And then there seems to be 1 map per each playstyle that playstyle despises with like a burning passion, and then everything else in between is just sort of in between. So like if you were a hardcore shotgunner, 1 map might be glorious for you, and then when another map pops up, you might like dashboard.
All-
But it seemed like that. But now my impression now is because when MW3, I barely ever shotgunned, and I don't even think I really touched SMGs. But now I'm like the only thing I'm not doing is sniping because I've never been a very good sniper. But I've gotten much better SMGs. I pull like the 2.6 KDs with SMGs when I play, and I'm figuring out what each map accords to. So right now, my thing is that you have to harness each map. Each map doesn't have like to harness
All
you.
the maps, though, they're good with an SMG.
Yeah.
If you want to learn the maps,
Damn straight.
as SMGs are, this game is pretty SMGs are really powerful. This game is really SMG heavy.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, so
I'm just gonna do a shout out.
Kind of want to learn a map, just use the SMG, and you're guaranteed to like pull in the medium.
Exactly,
I mean,
yeah.
you could do better with the shotgun or a sniper or assault rifle, but SMG is so versatile.
Okay, now I
so
want to
good
get
on this.
someone else's opinion on this. So if you played Black Ops 2, comment and give me your thoughts on this. Whether you think I'm wrong or right. That Hijacked, the yacht one, is almost only like is great for SMG and can be like total pain for everything else. But if you agree that Hardpoint, I mean the Hijacked is like
I went on there with the
SMGs.
shotgun, and I did really good.
Yeah, it's good for shotgun, but SMG is
I love
glorious.
Remington shotguns are back. Shotguns are fun. KSG, I don't know. I kind of dicked around it with in custom games against some bots. It's not amazing, but the Remington is. You should definitely try it out.
I actually
look at.
yeah,
Rick
Alex
has tried it out.
Alex convinced me to try the Remington because I was using the KSG, and the thing with the KSG is a slug as opposed to sort of a burst, a shotgun shot. And so if you miss with the KSG, you're pretty much done because the guy's gonna be like, "Oh crap, what was that?" I'm being shot at, and while you're pumping, he can just turn around and kill you. The thing is, this it shoots, it sprays, so it's you know classic shotgun. So I actually am getting into the Remington. I was originally into the KSG.
Yeah. So, the assault rifles though, some of them are good, but I think some of the assault rifles need a buff. I haven't really tried the LMGs. I hear from Rick Cactus that they're all pretty good.
I actually used the hammer. the
I'm
other day.
mad that
It's
panic
not.
knifing's back. Just commenting on what just happened in the video. Panic knifing. I
what
thought
the
that was gonna be
fuck?
gone. Knife used to be like a wild card or something, and then you put in the game and there's panic knifing. I was like, what?
It doesn't. It bothers me a lot on lag, but like even on best connection, it's sort of just a pain. But on lag, because you'd be like, oh, and then he just knife you. And you're
Yeah,
like, what the
on-
fuck?
It's not so bad on 3-bar, but on 4-bar, but on 3-bar, I think.
So there you have it. Our
Destroy you.
first impressions of Black Ops 2 multiplayer, and sort of fast forward to our recent impressions. Thank you very much to the great gameplay by Rick Cactus, and what else is there to say besides
Well, don't have to like, comment, subscribe, stay frosty.
subscribe? I'm gonna add this in.
Yeah,
we're
go nuts.
going. We promise you, like with a big promise here.
Big promise here.
We're trying to step up our game and give you lots of Black Ops 2 content. This is the only opportunity we got to commentate in a while, so we're really trying to commentate a lot more. So subscribe for lots more Black Ops 2 content. We promise it's coming down the pike, and when it hits you,
It'll explode.
in your face.